Hello to those tuning in. I'm Skywatcher, and today we're looking at Without a Dawn. Now, I don't know exactly what this game is. I think it's fairly short, sort of a visual novel type game. And it has what it describes as this pseudo ASCII art around it, which I think looks really, really cool. But I'm also curious what the story is. So I guess let's get into it. New game. I did accidentally start right before recording this, so I backed out. That's what I was overwriting. I do not know any of the story. Are you awake? Open your eyes. What now? You're feeling anxious. You've been tossing and turning in your bed for a while now. Sleep doesn't seem to be coming. You have a feeling that someone is watching you. Someone may be standing behind the window. Just try to ignore it. You find the thought distressing. You need to get up and check the window. It will take but a moment. You'll be back in your bed in no time. Try to ignore it. You will not be able to sleep. There could be someone behind the window. Try to ignore it. Ignore it. Alright. I can't take this anymore. I gotta get up. Remember to breathe. But don't get too caught up in listening to the sound of your breath. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. They're just doing the thing where it makes you think about your own breathing. So I apologize to everyone tuning in, because you just got hit with that as well. You are safe. Can you see movement through the cracks in the window blinds? Can you see the shadows shifting? There's something or someone out there. Ignore it. Ignore it, come on. Yes, I want to go back to bed. Alright. I guess I have to open them. Is there a cafeteria on the other side? It's a tree. Tree branches swaying in the wind. You must feel relieved. It's very silent. You came here to find quiet, but you've come to miss the sounds of the city. The restless noises coming from the streets, even those that are violent. Yet, they somehow brought you comfort compared to this maddening silence. Here, you thought you could unwind and rediscover yourself. Find what the hell is wrong with you. It is true that in silence, you can hear yourself more clearly. It is peaceful. Take all the time you need. If I came here for silence, I might as well enjoy it. but I'm tired. I'm headed back to bed. Wait. Aren't you forgetting something? What do you want? You need to close the window blinds. Leaving them open makes you anxious. I want to leave them open. Please. Alright. Close the window blinds. Fine. You made it back to your bed. You're safe. Nothing bad happened. You can fight it. You have the strength to overcome it. But you need to understand what you're dealing with. Do you think it's all in your head? No. You sense there's something more. A different truth. You are tired. You need sleep. Are you too lost in thought to fall asleep? Yes. Try closing your eyes. Alright, I'll try. Literally counterclockwise? Oh. Six, 3, 5, 1. Six, 3, 5, 1. Alright. Sharp questions. The passage of time seems different here. The arms of the clock are going back and forth. You find it difficult to experience such irrationality. If there's sense to any of this, it's not visible. Keep dreaming. I am the man in a gas mask, and I ask you this. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? Was flames reflected in the goggles? I was thinking too. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 8. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 9. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 11. It is a dream. Oh. I want to play again. I am the man in the gas mask, and I ask you this. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 2. 8. 9. 5. Play again. 2. 6. 3. 5. Oh, I want to play again. The numbers from before. On the clock. One of the numbers was 1. One of the numbers was 6. One of the numbers was 3. And one of the numbers was 5. Oh. Let's take another look. 1. 6. 3, 5, 1, 6, 3, 5. Maybe those are the wrong answers? 2, 8, 9, 11. That's what I tried first. What if we wake up? Oh. Never mind. That's 6. That's 3. That's 5. And that's 1. What could we be missing? 1, 6, 3, 5. One, 6, 3, 5. Why did it work that time? This interaction represents the beginning of our connection. Acknowledge my existence. I'll stay. Your dream has come to an end. Thought I was supposed to acknowledge you. I'll wake up, I guess. Wake up from the first dream. Did you find the dream unsettling? Did you believe there was more to it? Yes. You feel something was different in this dream. You felt connected to it. He spoke with great concern. Do you think he tried to tell you something? Could there be a pattern or meaning in his words? Put your head to work. 1 plus 6 is... Really? Do I have to? Okay. 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Of course. 15. You keep seeing this number. 15. 15. 15. You seem anguished. It is hard for you to fall asleep. You need to check the window again. It will help alleviate your stress. I don't want to. Can you get rid of the thought? It is difficult for you to resist the urge. You know you should try harder. You can start tomorrow. You can slip this one time. You're back in your bed in no time. It'll make you feel better. It'll ease your stress. Fine, I'll get up. I'll open the window. I won't fight it this time. Um, because the window is still closed. Wait. Can you see movement in the distance? Shouldn't the fog hide the shape like it hid the trees? Oh, it is open. You must find this perplexing. You don't know what you're looking at. It appears as if a shadow is bleeding into the fog surrounding it. It's coming this way. It is slowly growing its presence. The shape is becoming increasingly distinct. It resembles a human. You cannot trust your eyes. You are alone here. There's no one here besides you. It's only you and your shadow. How long can you stand? You can end it now. Close. I can feel my heart beating in my ears. Have I lost my mind? You've been under a great deal of stress. You need to get your head straight. Your heart is racing. Your breathing is shallow. Your legs are growing numb. The cold sweat is about to break as your skin turns pale. Do not let it go that far. Try to calm your breathing. Think of something entirely different. Think of the last movie you saw. Try to remember the lyrics of your favorite song. Good. You are starting to stabilize. You're slowly gaining back your strength. You feel shaken and want to return to your bed. It is the only place where you feel safe. But first, you must take another look. I don't want to. Do you need more time to gather your breath? You can overcome this. I don't want to. But I will. The trees are back. You feel relieved seeing the trees again. You're sure it was only your imagination. It was nothing but a feverish dream. You should return to bed. Close the blinds first. You made it back to your bed safely. You're tired and craving for sleep. The morning will come, and everything will look brighter and more hopeful. You'll be fine once you get some rest. Time to close your eyes. Oh, lighthouse. Soft question this time. The sound of the waves has a unique quality to it. Can you hear the unexplainable clarity in its character? Can you hear the waves whispering distant words? You don't believe their unnatural sound belongs to this sea. The energy passing through the water comes from somewhere unknown. Yet you find the waves calm and peaceful amidst the sad melody. You embrace this beautiful harmony. You are breathing slowly and deeply. Your body and mind are weightless and free from worry. It's rare to achieve such tranquility. You find it difficult to experience both extremes. Your darkness has overshadowed the light for too long. It wasn't always like this. It doesn't always need to be like this. I am the man in the gas mask, and I ask you this. Can you bear my silence? It makes me anxious. What is wrong in my silence? Your silence is unbalanced, or your silence has the wrong pattern? It feels unbalanced. What makes my silence uneven? Your silence has 14 dots, or your silence misses a dot? Oh, 15. I was wondering what 14 had to do with it. Thought it was possibly the Morse code sound that we've been hearing. Your silence has 14 dots. How many dots should my silence hold? I don't want to say 15, but one more. 3. I've corrected my silence. Who are you? I'm the one who can show you the truth. I can help you look past the veil. I assumed the shape of a shadow. I came to your cabin. I will not let you exist in a lie. My silence is now also yours. Follow this newly found connection. Go to the birdhouse. You will find something hidden under its detached roof. Your dream has to come to an end. It is time to wake up. Wake from the second dream. Another strange dream. The man in a gas mask appeared to you again. Does that seem uncanny to you? No. I think it makes sense. You don't consider that strange? Surely you must be at least intrigued. Oh, I'm intrigued. You think he spoke convincingly. But it's hard for you to accept that a dream could hold any truth. You consider yourself logical, but don't want to rule anything out. That I can relate to. You can sense things you can't hear or see. This spiritual side of you may follow some secret logic. A logic that has yet to be discovered. You are tired of this recurring conflict in your head. Be that as it may, you can't stop thinking about what he said. Should you go outside and check the birdhouse? Yes, I think I should. There's likely nothing hidden inside, but you must verify it to get it out of your head. Then maybe you can finally sleep. It's going to rain soon. Normally, you'd love some rain. The sound has a calming effect on you. But you don't want to get wet. You better get going before it starts to rain. You should have worn a coat. I can feel the cold in that picture. This bitter autumn wind is chilling to the bone, yet you find it refreshing. There is something purifying and healing about the wind. Perhaps the physical sensation on your skin tricks your mind into focusing solely on it. The wind makes you feel more connected with this world. I can relate to that as well. I do like the wind. But then again, what the hell are you doing here? It's the middle of the night. You're standing outside, catching a cold, because you had a dream. Would a sane person act like this? You don't think it matters, do you? No one is sane. You don't care whether you are of sound mind or not. All you want is to feel better. You want to wake up feeling calm and content. You need to find a way to prevent yourself from falling into negative thoughts. It's going to rain soon. You need to get to the birdhouse. You're here by the birdhouse. Do you still want to do this? I do. You're not sure you have a choice. You feel like your hands are tied. Can you see the spot where the ground looks different? The ground is bare of leaves and branches. Someone has been here recently. As you realize this, can you feel your heart beating irregularly? Can you feel the sense of dread creeping in? This fear creates a gap in your psyche you can't control. It's overpowering your thoughts and even memories, recoloring and forging them formless. But you must not give in. Try not to lose yourself in your thoughts, not when they are at their darkest. You can feel it coming again. Your breath is turning shallow. Allow your lungs to breathe without you intervening. You must think of something else. Can you remember the color of your friend's eyes? Can you remember their birthday? Good. You feel a sense of relief washing over you. You're safe. You're ready to search the birdhouse. What do you expect to find? Anything. You want to believe there's something inside. Wouldn't you find it terrifying? Would it turn your dream into something more? Absolutely. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. There's only one way to find out. We found a box. You can't believe it. You discovered a box hidden in the birdhouse. You must be terrified. You don't understand what this means. Could the man in a gas mask assume a physical form? You're trying to wrangle this deeply unsettling question, but you struggle to find an explanation. Do you believe it was he who hid the box? Yes, I do. You can't come up with any other explanation. He may be more than a fragment of your imagination. You're trying to understand what it means. Be that as it may. Someone placed the box here recently. Can you feel your sense of security fading away? You might not be here alone after all. This frightening thought is starting to grow in you. You must be wondering what's inside the box. You should get back inside first. If I want to stay, you could be in danger. Don't you want to return to safety? Well, the rain is coming, so I'll go inside for that reason. You're standing at the front of the cabin. Why would you stop here? The front door is open. You can't remember if you closed the front door. You left so hurriedly that you didn't even remember to take your coat. You were distracted and not thinking straight. It would make sense if you also forgot to close the front door. Yet, there have been numerous strange occurrences. You don't know what to believe anymore. It all feels so confusing and empty to you. Don't let that numbness devour joy from the things you love. You didn't stop caring. There's something constantly out of sync, like two cogs that never align at the right time. You came here to heal. What did you wish to find? More things to live for or more things to die for? I've heard it said before that to die for something is easy, but to keep on living for something is much harder. Dying you only have to do once, living you have to keep doing continuously. So if this is about an inner struggle, then more things to live for. You want to find something new, or to revive something old. You understand what you need. It's only a matter of how. You should get inside and see what the box holds. I don't know. Are you still considering the possibility someone else left the door open? Yes. You can't stay outside. It's going to rain. I guess I better get inside. You made it safely back inside. But you're so fixated on the box that everything else around you disappears. The way you hold the box effortlessly indicates its light. You're trying to deduce its contents based on its weight. Your thoughts are racing. Violent images are surfacing in your mind. There could be something horrible in the box. Why would you think of the darkest things first? Is it easier for you to dwell on such thoughts? Be that as it may, you should open the box. I'm scared of what I'll find. Anyone would hesitate in your situation, but you know you can't let this slide. You found something at the location indicated by your dream. You're trying to comprehend it, but you can't come to a logical conclusion with the information you've got. You need to open the box and see what you can learn. I will. You found a phone inside the box. Upon closer examinations, you notice something unsettling. Isn't that your phone? It can't be. You're confused. You're trying to understand how this is possible. You must be aware of how unusual this is. How did your phone end up in the box? How the hell should I know? Your confusion is warranted. But you could uncover the truth through reason and logic instead. Try to remember the last time you used your phone. I don't know. Can you recall when you arrived at this cabin? You have no recollection of how you got to this place. Now that you reflect on it, you don't know where you are. This place is unfamiliar to you. You don't know how long you've been here. Coming to realize this must be frightening. Is it possible that you were the one to hide the phone? You came here to seek solitude, to get your head straight. Your phone serves as a window to a world filled with violence and hypocrisy. You couldn't look the other way. You needed an exit from all of that. You may have decided to resist temptation by tucking away your phone. Does that sound like something you'd do? possible, but I don't believe it. You're mentally drained. Isn't it more likely that you hid your phone instead of him? The night amplifies your thoughts. Everything feels more burdensome and impassable. You need to get some sleep. Could there be clarity with the dawn? Are you still trying to understand how your phone ended up in the box? Things could become clearer in the morning. I'm wondering if this is a dream. I've had that before where I wake up from a dream and then I go about my day and wake up again, and then I tell my family about the weird dream I had, and I wake up again. It's disorienting. It feels like this. Do you find it bizarre? What? When you think of something specific, it tends to manifest in one way or another. You may notice these things only when you pay attention to them. You find it somewhat uncanny, but believe there's really nothing else to it. But have you considered there could be something more? A greater truth. Sometimes, you feel like you're viewing the world through this thin, transparent veil. You find it hard to believe anything is real. Do you ever find yourself consumed by compulsive thoughts? Thoughts that you don't share with anyone. Thoughts that cause you anxiety and stress. Sometimes, even happy memories feel boundless and imperfect without a reason. The veil may not exist after all. It may be your mind trying to protect itself from prolonged stress. Maybe you should seek help. I got this. Or maybe I need help. This is always a difficult choice to make. To keep fighting on your own because you don't want to bother other people, or you might not trust them with your thoughts, or to give in, take that leap, and hope that when you open up, it's met with compassion, even if there's no understanding. You may be right. The longer it takes, the easier it is to procrastinate. You should think about it. Be that as it may, the best thing for you right now is to get some rest. Oh. Sharp question. You're screaming in the darkness, leaning against a cold, concrete wall. You're looking at yourself with the eyes of someone else. Abrupt flashes of mindless gore. Your body is shaking and writhing without control. You're attempting to avert your gaze, but you can't tear your eyes away from the gray walls and the gray corner. You've seen flashes of a triangular silhouette on the horizon. It is towering on the black water. Waves as its pulse. Brown noise as its voice. It is calling you. Urgency, disarray, despair, shame, panic. But only briefly. A mere echo of the screams remains. You are furthering away. You are floating to safety. I am the man in the gas mask, and I ask you this. Do you believe in my existence? Yes. Will you trust my benevolence? Yes. Will you accept my truth? Yes. If I lead, will you follow? Yes. You have fully accepted my existence. You have been confined for too long. You need to see what's on the other side of the veil. I can show you. The path is concealed within the gallery. Your dream has come to an end. It is time to wake up. Third dream. It looks like you won't be getting any sleep. You can't shake the image of the man in a gas mask from your head. Do you think he is malevolent? I don't think so. You find him suspicious, but he has done you no harm. Not yet, anyway. Maybe he's trying to help you. You need closure. You need to find clarity amid this dissonance. You are tired of temporarily mending your well-being. You want to find something long-lasting. Isn't that the reason you came here? You must make it through the night. Maybe you should listen to the man in a gas mask. Maybe he is the only one who can help you. I don't know how. Or I don't know if I can. I don't know how. You need to step outside the logic. Maybe there's a clue in what he said. You remember him mentioning a gallery. Could it mean the gallery on your phone? It could be worth a look. Hope it's charged. 2:15. Unlock the phone. You unlocked your phone. The gallery is already open. It is a picture of the cabin you're in. You must have taken this photo upon your arrival, even though you can't remember doing so. It is a picture of your friends. You remember the day you took this photo. It was an unusually sunny and warm mid-fall day. You all went out to enjoy the sunshine and a few drinks. Later, it started pouring like never before. You were all wet and cold but happy at the end of the day. It is a memory to treasure for you. You're wondering how your friends are doing. Do you think you have been a good friend? You feel like you have taken your friends for granted. You should call them more frequently. Ask them how they're doing more often. Do not let them fade out of your life. You will need them and their laughter. Not gonna lie, this is a creepy dog. You're still struggling to watch photos of her. She passed away recently. You miss her so much that there are no words to describe it. Do you feel like you let her down? You knew she was old and not well. You did the right thing by letting her go. Deep down inside, you understand and accept this. Will there come a day when grief turns... There will come a day when grief turns into a fond memory. It is a picture of an old mill. You find it somehow familiar. You've seen it near the cabin. Yet you cannot remember taking this picture. A sense of dread is starting to build up within you as you realize the order of the photos. You took this picture before your dog passed away. This image is months old. You don't remember when you came here, but you're sure you came here after saying goodbye to your dog. Your head is trying to process this paradox. Have you been here before? Have you already done all this? Are you trapped in some unnatural cycle? Everything has been such a blur to you lately. Be that as it may, can you see something strange in this image? You find it difficult to discern what you are looking at. I guess we didn't charge it. What did you think you saw? There was someone in the photo. It wasn't you. You must have taken the photo. You must find the current turn of events terrifying. This is the moment when your logic begins to fail you. The great disorder in your head is spiraling out of control. You can feel it physically bounding your head, attempting to break free. There is no way for you to regain control. You've resisted for so long. You can't hold it any longer. You must surrender to chaos. What do you have to lose? Everything. The things you are holding on to no longer have much value for you. You're starting to cave in. This amorphous mass of anxiety and stress has grown unbearable. It has physically begun to weigh down on your shoulders. The dawn could help alleviate some of your burdens, but you can't shoulder them for the night. You must act before you get crushed under all of that weight. What should I do? Find the man in a gas mask. You must confront him if he's real. You must cast him away if he's a figment of your imagination. Go to the old mill. Seek out to him. There's no choice in delaying. Oh, it's still raining. The front door is open yet again. Can you remember if you closed it? I'm not sure if I did. You can't recall the exact moment. You didn't focus on remembering it. You were anxious earlier when you noticed the door was open. Surely you wanted to avoid repeating your mistake. So how come the door is open? Someone else may have left it open. You're starting to believe someone is toying with you. Do you think it was the man in a gas mask? Suddenly, your thoughts are drawn to a strange feeling. Does your hand feel numb? Sometimes you feel like there's something more than blood coursing through your veins. These thoughts come to you with urgency. You don't know why. Your thoughts are not related to anything concrete. They are just thoughts. Try not to think about it. Instead, set your mind to the old mill. You're bound to find answers there. Do you think you can endure through the night by staying here? Your mind is just one crack away from shattering. On we go then. How strange. You feel more at ease now that you're out of the cabin. Previously, it was the other way around. A drizzling rain has replaced the chilly autumn wind. It's still cold outside, but you don't mind. You welcome it. Any physical sensation draws you closer to reality. It guides you in the right direction and allows you to breathe more freely. You can feel the gravel beneath your feet more distinctly, a feeling that provides you comfort, a feeling that reassures you of your existence in this space. You are here. You are alive. If only you could feel such presence and connection more often. You think it's unfair. You're not a bad person. Why are you being tormented like this? You put on a brave face and pretend you're fine. You make sure they don't see how broken you are. But is that strength? Or quite the opposite? How much of yourself are you willing to keep hidden? Be that as it may, you should get going. This path leads to the old mill. Is it difficult for you to leave? The path to the old mill isn't long. The old mill lies just beyond the ridge. You're almost there. What was that? You thought you heard something. It sounded like a branch snapping nearby. A strange feeling comes over you as you realize you're not alone. Take a moment to steady your breath. Try to avoid paying too much attention to the sound of your breathing. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. You got this. Can you see something moving in the distance? It's coming this way. That is not the man in a gas mask. It's a grizzly bear. You must stay very still. Can you feel a surge of adrenaline kicking in? Your heart is thumping in your chest. Fight or flight. But you can't run. It would be suicidal to start running. You should retrace your steps slowly back the way you came. But your legs are feeling like jelly. You struggle to move them. You struggle to stand still. The tension has become intolerable. You must get out of this situation. You want to close your eyes and count to 10. Out of sight, out of mind. Live or die. Throw yourself to a chance. Are you afraid that this could be the last time you close your eyes? You can't stand this tension much longer. I don't want to hide from it, but I guess I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you think the bear is still out there? You can't stand here all night. I didn't want to hide before, but now that's all I want to do. And now I have to face it. You're slowly looking at your surroundings, but you can't see the bear anymore. It didn't see you as a threat. You were defenseless, but it meant you no harm. It looks like you're safe. You had never encountered a grizzly before. You feel both shaken and exhilarated by this encounter. Bears have always been meaningful to you in some way. They periodically appear in your dreams. Do you believe your dreams are trying to tell you something? I believe so. You've found a pattern in their appearance. Bears may symbolize a significant change in your life. Be that as it may, you should get going. The old mill is waiting for you just over that ridge. Don't you want to see this through? Are you having second thoughts? Nope. You are here at the old mill. The night has reached its darkest moment. There's very little light left. You feel the coldness differently when in darkness. You find it more piercing and desperate. You feel it's unforgiving and somehow more final. You no longer welcome it. The drizzle has soaked your clothes. You're tired and cold. The old mill looks deserted. The unpleasant scent of damp, swollen wood fills your nostrils. You're thinking of turning back, aren't you? No. No, not anymore. No one would blame you if you did. It looks like there's nothing here. This is such a hard pill to swallow for you. Deep down inside, you believe that you would find something here. And there it is. Your heart skips a beat. The old mill comes alive. You're starting to feel dizzy due to the sudden rush of thoughts and emotions. You stand quietly, trying to steady yourself, your breathing, and soothe your head. But there's no way to separate and organize your thoughts. They come like flashes. You can grab them briefly before you realize they're gone. How could anyone navigate their way through such cacophony? Broken words are spiraling from this chaos into your head. I am waiting for you. You feel shaken and at your limit. You must focus all your remaining energy. He is waiting for you in the old mill. Don't you think you've come too far to stop here? Something is waiting for you in the old mill. In we go. You're standing at the bottom of the stairs that lead to the old mill. You feel hesitant to take these steps. There is no clarity in the storm inside your head. How could philosophy and spirituality shake hands with logic? Where do you draw the line? For all that you know, these could be the first steps to psychosis, or the last. You wish you could silence the voices in your head, but you can't. They are constantly looking for meaning. They're searching for anything to explain this mad world. For this can't be all that there is. So here you stand at the foot of your mountain. Are you ready to take these steps? I'm ready. You can no longer rely on logic. The man in a gas mask is waiting for you in the old mill. He may hold an explanation. The moment has come. Step first with my right. You can't take the stairs without counting the steps. You haven't found a way to ignore the urge. And you're not even sure you'd want to. The number of steps could hold a deeper meaning. There may be a hidden and recurring pattern waiting to be revealed. That doesn't make much sense, does it? You feel conflicted. But you won't stop counting. Not now. 10. You're nearly there, with just a few steps remaining. You can feel a cold shiver run repeatedly over your body. You're starting to breathe more consistently as the light from the mill grows brighter. It carries a sense of relief. It whispers a promise of warmth. It offers you a shelter from this darkness. You're almost at the top. "15 steps, if you count the landing, which you always do. 15. Do you think it's yet another sign or a mere coincidence? It's a sign. Does it feel like someone is calling to you? Can you feel someone holding your hand, leading you here? You found the stairs to the old mill mentally draining. Both your body and mind are weary, but you're finally here. The storm is raging, as are your restless thoughts. There's nothing but this old door between you and the man in the gas mask. For the first time, could there be clarity in this chaos? A glimpse of hope? Take a deep breath. This is it. Whoa. Oh. Do not be afraid. I am no longer a mere shadow or a voice in your head. I led you here. I guided your hand with whispers into your ear. I permeated your dreams and thoughts like ink bleeds into the black water. I was born from silence. What was that pattern? I have manifested from the shadow of the gray corner. I am night without a dawn. Is that Morse code? Someone will have to translate that for me in the comments. Why am I here? You have sensed something almost tangible in the darkness. You've come so close, you can almost reach out and touch it. But you still don't know what it is. Yet, you have heard the waves whisper of its existence. Listen closely. These waves are born from the pulse of the triangular pyramid. Yes, the one you've seen in your dreams. It stands on black water behind the all-distorting veil. You search for something more has finally come to an end. You can find the truth you've been craving for in the 3 faces of the pyramid. But it lies hidden behind the veil, which you can only perceive in darkness. Therefore, I had to challenge your logic and reason. I disguised myself in your silence. I wore you out with the endless whispers from the quiet. I filled you with doubt and resentment. I introduced you to the necessary darkness. I will show you the truth that is good and just. The truth that is concealed by the all-distorting veil. You have sensed there's more than meets the eye. You've known it for a long time. You must look past things that are holding you here. I've observed your loved ones from the darkness. I've stood in the shadow of the gray corner. I've heard them quietly whisper their prayers. You are causing them heartache. You are a burden to them. That can't be right. They know the weight of the worries you're carrying. Where were they when you needed them the most? You shouldn't give them another thought. They're nothing but silhouettes distorted by the great veil. There's no shame in finding comfort in that thought. You need to let them go. You must cut away ties you have left with this world. The Grail's greatest trick was to disguise itself in light. Only then can you plummet into the blackness where the veil cannot exist. Look at my eyes, for they are like knives, and with my gaze I will cut through the great veil. I will show you the way. I will walk you across the black water. I will help you tear down the veil once and for all. I first came to you in your dreams. Now, accept me in the flesh. Look at your hands. You have poison coursing through your veins. A cancer that stops you from seeing and sensing what is real. It has deceived you with false things to keep you tamed and content. But in the dark, you've started to sense its presence. It is difficult to turn away from love, joy, and happiness. It is hard to close your eyes for the last light. But know that this light I speak of is artificial and false. And because of the nature of things, you must bleed. With my eyes, I will release the poison out of you. You're thinking of your loved ones. Let go of them. Let go of the ties that keep you here. Let go of their memory. You're scared. Don't be afraid. I will wash away your fear in the darkness. Take my hand and follow me. We got an achievement for resisting as long as possible. But I guess there's nothing else for us to do but give in. Clarity. No pain. No doubt. The cold will turn to warmth. A sense of calm will follow. Let go of the discord. Let go of the worries. Leave all the woe to the other side of the veil. Breathe slowly. Listen. Can you hear it? Can you hear the dissonance drowning in the sea? Can you hear it sinking in the beautiful brown noise? There's no false light where the water begins. Can you hear me? Something is happening. The pyramid has risen from the surface of the black water. It is slowly rotating in the air. Its base is turning into a face, and its face is turning into a base. A new truth has emerged. Is it too late? Please, help me. I've realized the truth has an ever-shifting nature. Can you hear me? I will repeat myself. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. Please, can you hear me? I will scream into the black water. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. I don't know what becomes of me. Help me. Hey there. Thank you for playing Without a Dawn. Well, you're welcome. I did enjoy this a lot. The visual style, great. Sound design, great. Writing, great. No notes. I sure did. Wow, honestly, I'm kind of impressed it only took a year. Oh, it shows. It feels very, very polished. Maybe not. But it is a great way of creating a game that is also art. And this, I feel like it was. Oh, good. Like I was talking about. It was thought-provoking. You should be proud. Oh. Sure. I'll also share it with everyone who's tuning in. Head there. Well, thank you, everybody. That was Without a Dawn. I don't know for sure if there are other endings, but if there are, I will let you discover them on your own. I don't want to spoil all of it for you if there are, but let me know what you guys thought of this game. I thought it was great. A little bit different than games we've played so far, but not in a bad way. I'm not entirely sure what everything was supposed to symbolize, and you guys can put your theories down below. But I'm probably going to have to step away and think about this for a while. In the meantime, thank you all for tuning in. I've been Skywatcher. This has been Without a Dawn. I'll see you next time.